Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion from May 8th to 22nd. Okay, this is the reason for our unsettled weather here for much of the east. We have this upper low that you can see over the Ohio Valley, and this is the radar overlaid with the satellite image, right? You can see this here, and we have rain now moving in southeast and northwest across this area here. This system will move very slowly eastward. We have another upper low over the southwest. Now we'll look at the surface map. You can see it right here clearly. Here's one upper low, here's another upper low. And that's why they're calling it like an omega block, because it's kind of like the omega block you follow like this, and the ridge here, and then the trough. And this is blocking the system from moving, both systems from moving generally moving out of the area. Okay, we're going to take a look at the current radar. And we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings in effect with this system. You can see here we have a tornado warning in effect for Virginia. We'll take a look at that. Nose still itchy. Allergies. All right, here's a tornado warning here. And this is in effect until 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time, another half an hour. And we have a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Green Plain or 7 miles east of Emporia, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. And this tornado hazard is tornado and a half-dollar size hail. If you're outside, take cover immediately. And as we look at the radar here, this is the green. It's coming towards the radar. The red is coming towards the green is coming towards the radar. The red is going away from the radar. All right. So here are the current rain here. Now we'll take a look at certain other areas. Pennsylvania has a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. This is for Washington. And you can see we have a cell here. So they're scattered in and out. Then we're going to look here at North Carolina. We have a severe thunderstorm warning here. We have a report here of an inch hail. This is Beaufort, North Carolina, train spotter. And I think we had some other areas here. Okay, we have 1 inch hail in North Carolina. I think we did that one already. We'll go up to Minnesota. We have a tornado warning in effect here, and we have a report here of approaching an inch hail here. So we have these watch. These are this I don't think is exactly associated with it, but the ones in Virginia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, they're associated with this upper low. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that, and we're going to go to the forecast now. And this is for the forecast period for May 8th to the 12th. So this is what we forecast here. We have a trough here that moves into the west, and we have a ridge across the remainder of the country. Now, the upper low in the plains will weaken and shift slowly eastward. So that's the system that I was talking about. That's upper low. Okay, let me see. Back it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get it here. Okay, and I'm seeing again. It will settle over the southeast and over the weekend and weaken. A stall boundary remain across the southeast. We'll go to look at that. And this will cause daily chances of rain that could be heavy as deep moisture pools along the boundary. So we'll take a look at the rainfall amounts for this area. You can see across the southeast and south, we have amounts approaching 5 inches across Mississippi. And then we go forward, we have 3 to 4 inches, and then it kind of lightens up. This is interesting here by Friday. Rainfall amounts here are about 2.5. Locally, there hasn't been that much rain, under half an inch each time it rained. So there's gonna be more activity here in the east before the upper low moves out. Okay, then we'll have northern stream energy that could close off to another upper low in the northeast. But there's a lot of uncertainty on this at the moment, right? We'll take a look at the models, and we'll look at where this is. Now, here it is Friday. This could be true with heavier rain occurring across this area. We'll keep an eye on that. Then we have an elongated trough off the west coast and move into the west by the start of next week. This will push the ridge eastward. So that'll result in this type of pattern that we're expecting, a ridge trough configuration. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for May 13th to the 17th. All right, 13th to 17th. Still have a trough here that moves into the west, troughing, ridging here across the eastern states. So for this forecast period, and I didn't bring up the maps. I'm sorry about that. Okay, we'll bring these up. Okay, so for this forecast period, I am calling for okay, we have to wait for these maps. Okay, I'll just read it to you again. We're having some problems. Above normal temperatures forecast for the Rockies to Atlantic coast, and anomalies are forecast to be about 8 degrees above normal, mainly across the upper Mississippi Valley. And below normal precipitation forecast for the central, northern California, eastern Oregon, eastern Washington, the southern plains, the lower Mississippi Valley, southeast, the Ohio valleys, the mid-Atlantic, and the northeast. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Because, okay, and then we're going to look at the period now for May 18th to 22nd. And most of the models showing a zone of flow above normal heights, but you look at the European, or the GFS, has a trough here in the west. So for this forecast period, below normal temperature, the forecast for the west coast, and anomalies are forecast to be near 4 degrees below normal. Above normal temperature, the forecast for the eastern Rockies to Atlantic coast, and anomalies are forecast to be near 6 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation for the northern Rockies. The probability of occurrence 35%. And then we have below normal precipitation for eastern Texas, the southeast, the Tennessee, and the mid-Atlantic region. Probability is up to 35%. We'll take a look at the radar now. We have tornado warning still in effect for Southampton and Sussex in Virginia. We'll take another closer look at that. Approach a little over an inch hail reported here. All right, so that's it for now. That is the long range weather forecast discussion from May 8th to 22nd. Thanks for coming, Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.